Hey YouTube, Southwest252 here with another video, and this time it's a review of the Gemini 200 Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the Desert Gold Retro livery. Before I get into the review, I'd just like to say I'd really appreciate it if you could check out my Instagram, and the link for that is in the description below. As always, I'll start off the review with the box. So here on the top left corner, you have the Gemini 200 logo, you have the Southwest Heart livery banner across the front. You have the computer-generated image of this aircraft, Boeing 737 MAX 8. The item number for this model is G2SWA1216. 1200 scale die-cast model aircraft. The bottom is just the standard Gemini 200 blank background. You have the magnetic box. You have the stand in there that can be assembled. And then where the aircraft would be inside with the replacement gears there for gear up mode. Then on the left side of the box, you have Gemini 200, 1200 scale die-cast model, the item number, Boeing 737 MAX 8, and the computer-generated image. Adult collectible model, warning contains small parts, unsuitable for children under 14 years of age. That's written on the top, and the right side is the same as the left side. Now on the back of the box, your standard box, Gemini 200, as real as it gets features, which you can pause and read. Don't forget to check out the Gemini Jet's social media. Officially licensed Boeing and Southwest product, 2023 Gemini Jet's release. That is all for the box, and now for the model. Now, there are a few things with this model that I will get to. Well, you can already start to see the first thing. So, I guess before I get into it, the quality control on this one isn't great. The gears, all the gears keep falling out. They won't stay in place. So that's a major disappointment. It makes moving this around very difficult. Even if you just slightly move it, it'll just fall out like you just saw. So that is a major quality control issue there that Gemini Jets is having. So at the front, you do have the nose cone painted on. You have the cockpit windows, and then the titles, the Herbert D. Kelleher, who's this aircraft is named after. You have the gear doors, 871, the fleet number on it, and E-tops. You have the nose gear. Again, all the gears are rubber and do roll. The nose gear does turn slightly. I'm not going to show you that because it's just going to fall out. Then you have your L1 door, your passenger windows, your overwing emergency escape exits painted on there. You have your gray flap fairings. You have your gold engine, gold and red. And then here's the front view of the engines. Then you do have your winglets, gray on the bottom, but then the 3-color on top. It does say Southwest.com on them. However, Gemini Jets has gotten the placement of the Southwest.com on the winglets done. So on the Max, on the Desert Gold and Canyon Blue retro liveries, the Southwest.com doesn't fit as it normally would. So Southwest has had to make the text smaller. But what they should have is how it should be as far up as it could go with the bottom space empty, but Gemini Jets has put it in the middle for this model, so that is another quality control issue there. You can see it on the inside as well. So that should be more at the top and not in the middle. So that is disappointing to see as well. And I haven't mentioned it yet, but I'm going to mention it now. The gold color on this model is completely wrong. They did this with their 1400 737-700 Classic Retro a few years ago. And 1200, they managed to not make it as bad, but with this release, they've gone right back to that awful coloring. The real aircraft is not this color at all, not this shiny, so it is disappointing to see Gemini Jets still continuing to use this color. It's just awful in my opinion. Also, another quality control issue, the white ring around the Wi-Fi dome, that should be on the top of the fuselage, so about right here, not actually on the Wi-Fi dome. So again, that's something that Gemini Jets has incorrectly put on the model. You do have some antennas on top there, a beacon light. You have the registration, which for this model is November 871 Kilo, Hotel Kilo, November 871 Hotel Kilo. Then you have the fleet number 871 and E-tops right above that door. Then you have the Southwest tail with the American flag on it. And then the right side is the same as the left side. See, I gotta fix this gear once again. There we go. Well, that's as good as it's getting. You have the cargo luggage doors on this side. It's above that antenna on the bottom. And the bottom right of the registration. So here is the front view of this aircraft. Also, another thing you can tell with it, the wings are not level, especially that one on the right, so on the left of the screen right now. Here is the right side. Here's the rear view. Here's the left side. Here's the top view. And if I dare pick it up, here's the bottom. You can, like I said, that gear's fallen out. I'm just gonna leave it for now. So you have your nose cone painted on there, your nose gear. Again, you can see it's just about to fall out once more. You have an antenna there, it's stand hole in the middle, main gear, or where they should be. Underneath the wings and engines, Gemini Jets logo, 2 more antennas. Move towards the back, you've got the tail scraper, the doors for the APU, and the APU itself all the way in the back. So this is gonna be leaning over, but honestly, I've had enough of this model already, and I've just gotten it. So overall, this model is very disappointing. I'm disappointed to say that, but Gemini Jets could have done a whole lot better, and it doesn't even seem like they tried with this model. So it's going to sound generous, but when I go through all the categories, that's kind of what I give. This model is getting a score of 20 out of 30. I think that's the lowest I've ever rated a model. It's pretty awful. So I would not recommend this one. By the time this video goes out, I don't know if NG will have announced one, but I'm sure NG will make this same model 1/200 scale. So I can almost guarantee that one will be better. But again, I would not recommend this model. Gemini did not do a good job at all. So again, that's a score of 20 out of 30 for this model. And that's going to be it for this review. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button down below and consider subscribing to my channel if you are new. And once again, I would really appreciate it if you could check out my Instagram, and the link for that is in the description below. Thanks again for watching. Bye.
We would like to point out the safety features of this Boeing 737-700 series aircraft. You're looking at the Southwest Airlines bestseller. It's a safety information card. It's in the seat pocket in front of you. It works as a fan for no extra charge. You're welcome. And it reads as a comic book. It has a lot of short stories. None of them ends well. Absolutely.